Good morning, my people. I want to talk about the debt ratio of gross to debt ratio of Nigeria and other countries like of the world like France, Germany, and the UK. Nigeria has a 34% growth to GDP uh, debt profile, while countries like France have up to more than 100% growth to GDP. Germany has more than 100%. France equally has the same. Nigeria's growth to GDP ratio is small because of economic size. The secret is simple. This country have bigger economies and their needs, the countries necessitate such debt profiles. They manage debts properly. They have producing economies. Nigeria has a consumer economy despite its small debt to GDP ratio. We will not encourage Nigeria to borrow despite its small growth to GDP ratios. This country has have sovereign wealth funds. They have invested in smaller countries. They have invested heavily in real estates. They have invested heavily in infrastructure. They have invested in dense industrializations and even in minerals. Nigeria, despite being oil rich, mineral rich, has not invested so much in such sectors. Foreign companies, oil companies, uh, have come to take the bulk of what we have here. If we have established our own production here, produced our quota allocated by OPEC, we would be better off, currency strengthened, if we had a sovereign wealth fund like Kuwait. Kuwait has a $1 trillion sovereign wealth fund managed by the KIA, the Kuwaiti Investment Authority, and the strength of the economy is based on disciplinary saving. They have saved consciously since 1953. It has the oldest sovereign wealth fund and one of the most stable, despite not being one of the biggest economies. Kuwait's secret is that it is saving for the rainy day, expecting that oil production may dwindle, and they have diversified into other sectors in real estate, in finance, agriculture, and whatever investments, thriving investments. Norway, for instance, has a similar sovereign wealth fund. They have diversified into almost every country, stock exchange in the world, buying bonds and investing in securities all over the world. Kuwaiti, the Kuwaiti economy is a strong economic example because the Kuwaiti currency exchanges, one Kuwaiti dinar exchanges for about 4,000 naira. The pound exchanges for like estimately at 2 million, $2,000, 2,000 naira, and the dollar exchanges for about 1.5 million naira. So if you convert one Kuwaiti dinar to 1,000, you have 4 million naira per 1,000 Kuwaiti dinar. 1,000 pounds will be 2 million, and $1,000 will be 1.5 million dollars. You see that this economy is more stable. The basis for every economic strength is production. If Nigeria is producing oil and oil is a global commodity in high demand, what is the reason why Nigeria has a lower currency? Nigeria needs to have a robust economic fiscal plan, saving like Kuwait, having a stable wealth fund, not borrowing to finance budget deficits. Kuwait, for instance, runs a sovereign wealth fund that has that spends for the economy, and they have what the savings in the KIA that are saved for the future. They do not go to the KIA to take any money even when they run a budget deficit domestically. The KIA is strictly used for investment, and it is no monies are not drawn from the KIA for whatsoever reason. It is there for economic stability. Now, Nigeria may do well to take an example from countries like Kuwait. Now we have a small African country like Botswana that has come into the picture also. Botswana was one of the poorest economies at some point. In 1966, they found diamonds and they went into partnership with the Bears, the foreign investor, who took 50% stake in production of diamonds. They have 50% of the diamond. They also have a robust saving plan like Botswana, like Kuwait. They have a stable economy now because they are an aggressive saving nation. They do not go to into borrowings like our own country does. Nigeria should be challenged that it is a very big economy that is supposed to be investing in other African economies, taking advantage of investment opportunities, yet it remains a very consuming economy. We have tech giants in Nigeria. We have a lot of skilled people who have lived abroad in the United Kingdom, in the US, in Canada, and whatever, who can be brought home to form consortiums for consultancies in other countries. I see Femi Adesina, who was a former Minister of Agriculture in Nigeria, the, who is the chairman of the African Development Bank. He's now going to Botswana to manage the diamond fund of Botswana. If we have Nigerians going to other countries to manage such funds, why would not sourcing the resources locally to develop the economy? I want us to be challenged. Thank you.